This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Fleet all over the road.
The biggest wreck of the season
It's a damn tangled mess.
explodes on Jamie's doorstep.
Yeah, Jamie and his rotator must be all excited.
But it's all up to Howie.
Highway's closed. Like the fist of God came down on it.
And in a blinding storm,
And this is just the beginning of it.
there's no end of trouble.
It's like a reoccurring nightmare.
On the Highway Thru Hell, the last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because closure is not an option.
Rain, 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 eh?
A massive storm has rolled in from the Pacific.
Like 70 millimeters.
Heavy rain is pounding British Columbia's Highway 1.
Get ready, get there, pretty. You're coming down hard up there.
Up on the Coke, where it's colder, it's blinding snow.
Snowing pretty good on the smash there.
Damn skating rink.
The storm is so extreme, authorities have issued a snow protocol,
And this is just the beginning of it. There's 30 to 40 centimeters that are supposed to fall tonight.
putting police, heavy rescue, and highway maintenance on high alert. Up at the VSA Highway Maintenance Yard,
Getting ready for protocol.
the call has gone out for extra plows.
Get it hooked up to the truck. Up. Go keep them roads safe for the public.
On the Smasher, the timing couldn't be worse. It's the height of the overnight freight run, and more than a dozen spinners are spread across the hill.
They can't get a hold of Jamie Davis? Clearing's up there.
Al Quiring is doing all he can to keep the trucks moving.
When they call for the protocol, you have to be there to make sure that highway stays open, and if you're not, it just becomes chaos.
The first one on his hook, a heavy load of lumber jackknifed just below the summit.
Hoppy, this is a good day of fishing, that's for sure.
Try and get this guy backed off the road here. There's no time to waste, and as fast as you can keep slaying the dragons, they keep coming. Beautiful.
One down, many more to go.
Man, we got lots of lineup back there.
About 40 trucks, cars spun out on the Smasher.
We got a bus now too, and a problem.
I'll give him a little shove.
That's what happens when you don't chain up here. Just watch this guy's blocking the highway here. How much weight you got in there?
About 60.
As soon as we start rolling, start picking up gears.
In less than an hour, Al drags 3 trucks to the top.
625 from Mount Martin.
Go ahead for 625.
I'm just gonna be clearing the top of the hill here. You want me to back down and start working the other side there from the top?
There's at least one ship truck down here that'll need you.
We were just here. It's like a reoccurring nightmare.
The storm isn't letting up. Al's in for a long night, and help is a long way away.
Jamie, gone to Alberta.
Isn't that incredible? Almost white out here.
New highway policies have cut Jamie's BC business in half, so he's heading north, following his rotator.
Well, Adam called and wanted the rotator out in Alberta. There's a job waiting for the rotator, and it needs to be there for 7 a.m. in the morning.
I'm gonna go up and deal with some stuff in Fort Mac,
I doubt it'll be busy. It's certainly not busy here at all. So anyway, while I'm gone there, can you look after things for me?
Sure.
Appreciate it.
With the rotator gone, Jamie has left his Hope operation in the hands of new hire, Howie and a single aging wrecker, HR 66.
It's not the easiest being one guy, but you just have to be confident in your skills.
And 10 spun out on the hill.
But nobody expected the storm in BC to be this severe.
They're making a chain up going up a smasher.
Down the mountain, it's 5 degrees warmer, enough to make it a very different storm.
Rain down here.
I did listen to drivers having to chain up on the hill, and they're in blizzard conditions.
With trouble on the coke, most of the traffic decides to run Highway 1.
I'll take the canyon. Yeah, I'll do the canyon every time.
Its lower elevation means no snow, but it's narrow and winding. And in heavy rain, it's a handful.
You can't see very well.
Trucker Harold Freemuth is running the number 1 with a load of pulpwood.
Your visibility's limited. You have to slow it down. But then there's always the other guy. I've seen so many close call accidents that's it's crazy.
Tango 32, can you run a BC marker for me, please?
Because of the storm, Highway Patrol has sent extra officers out on the road.
People still do just insane speeds.
It doesn't take long for Constable Jim Halliday to make his first stop of the night.
Hi. Well, it's pouring rain out, man, and you're doing 140. You have your license, insurance, and registration. You understand that you're getting a ticket today, right? Why are you doing 140 in the pouring rain? You think that you're invincible. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
It's just after 9:15.
One is closed.
We had a liquor wreck at Flood Hope Road.
When Howie answers an urgent call.
Freeze all over the road. It's a damn tangled mess.
I was gonna go home and hang out for the night with the wife and cuddle in a nice warm bed, and as soon as I make a plan to leave, something else happens. What I heard was a truck jackknifed, got sideways, and another truck drove through it.
Howie doesn't have far to go. The wreck is close to Jamie's yard.
Everybody's coming off the highway now. Six to base. I got a line up on the right lane, and I got disco lights at the front, so we're here.
10-4, thank you.
Highway is closed. Like the fist of God came down on it. I'm all by myself.
"10 minutes after leaving the yard,
What a mess.
Howie finds one semi-trailer hauling expensive wine, sliced in half.
It's multiple pieces, in multiple pieces.
The debris is spread over an area the size of a football field.
It's gonna be ours.
The wine semi crossed the median into the oncoming lane, right into the path of a truck traveling the opposite direction. The massive impact sliced the trailer in half.
Lucky to be alive anyway.
At the wheel of the second truck, Harold Freemuth,
Yeah, I'll do the canyon every time.
who's fought through 2 hours of twisting roads and driving rain.
But then there's always the other guy.
Seen the trail ending outside at the last minute. I couldn't stop. Said, oh my God, no. Hit the brakes and went right through it.
Nobody's getting through. Just debris and vehicles all over the highway.
The main route out of the mountains is completely choked off.
We need to really get this mess cleaned up as soon as we can.
And the biggest wreck of the season is in the hands of one man and one truck.
It's a monster crash. As soon as you're all by yourself, game on. No rotator, no backup. And now I'm neck deep in.
What a mess that is. You're not gonna go anywhere for hours on one.
Just outside of Hope, BC, the worst wreck of the season.
Yep, she's closed westbound.
Is choking off all traffic heading west on the #1 highway.
I guess the guy was going eastbound, went across the median, put himself up on a no post, and then another guy come along and ripped right through his trailer. What a mess that is.
Tonight, Heavy Rescue's only got one guy manning the Hope operation. Howie Irwin.
But I gotta call Jamie.
Howie checks in with the boss.
How's it going?
Monster crash, buddy.
Yeah, I got a 53 foot.
It came through the center median, laid on its side, and a truck loaded with pulp drove right through the middle of it.
Well into Alberta, there's nothing Jamie can do.
Well, the moment I move the gear out, rotator's not around, then Murphy's Law is something's going to happen.
18,000 vehicles use BC's Highway 1 to get to the West Coast every day.
It's creating quite a backlog. It's very poor weather conditions, and we don't want any rear enders or collisions.
Clearing the wrecks is a priority, but Howie's wrecker can't even get close.
If they can take all this stuff and push it that way.
Front end loader and a street sweeper?
Everything from here that way into the center median. Okay. And then I can get that one out of the way.
And then we can get
They got to clear a path through the wreckage so that we can get my truck through without breaking or popping any tires.
Are they letting any traffic through there at the accident yet?
No, I talked to a cop and he said it was going to be literally, he quoted, hours because they haven't even started cleanup yet.
Damn it.
750 miles away in Alberta.
A lot of guys go in the ditch and man doesn't do a lot of damage.
Heavy Rescue is called into action when a flash freeze hits Highway 881. A driver heading north to Fort Mac hit the ditch when he swerved to avoid another truck.
I didn't expect it to be as icy as it was.
Had to put my brakes on quick, and then the truck started to jackknife. This is where I ended up.
I'll get him just to pull that trailer up and over.
Alberta manager Adam Gazzola is hoping they can hook to the tow pit and get the truck on the road fast.
Chop, let's go.
With two other jobs waiting,
Come on, you dumb.
he needs his crew to pick up the pace.
Snail pace, eh?
Colin has to prove himself. I'm hard on him because he up.
He's a pretty spirited man, so you better have some tough skin.
Let's watch that hook. Keep pulling her over. I'm gonna hip check him off the wrecker here pretty quick. Hang on.
But Colin's trouble tonight has nothing to do with his lack of experience.
Oh, the rear axle's broke out of it. We're just gonna come in here and pull on the trailer to suck this back end out. Hey, Colin!
The tractor's rear wheels are working like an anchor, dragging in the snow. So Adam gets Colin to reposition to pull from the side.
2 secs.
But that means stopping all traffic, and every minute counts.
Watch yourself. Go ahead. Bit of a bent axle. Okay, just pull ahead. Okay.
It's a small victory, but there's much more work ahead.
It's the way it is. Right? You finish one, you're off to another one. Finish one, off to another one.
Man, the pressure was on.
Yeah, Highway 1 shut down, westbound.
Back in BC, Howie Irwin is facing a massive recovery.
Once Highways opens up this lane, I can get to that. I can clear it out of the way. As soon as I get it cleared out of the way, we're gonna clean traffic out, and we'll start shoveling this trailer out and loading it all into the bin. Then I can deal with the recovery on the front half. I can get the highway completely open. If you got more guys with more trucks, each guy takes a piece. If you got to focus on one part, and then on another part, and then on another part, and then another part, and you're using the same truck to do all those parts, that's what takes the time.
Highways gets to work clearing a path so Howie can reach the two wrecks.
You're just waiting. There's nothing you can do about it.
An hour after his arrival,
Thank you.
Howie finally gets the go-ahead. The priority is getting one lane open to traffic.
The first thing we got to do is get the one that's upright out of the way. Let's get rid of that truck, and then we can get traffic flowing.
It's on the hook.
Yeah, needs air.
But the semi's air supply has flatlined.
I gotta put some air in it. It's out of there. No air, no go. Because as soon as he loses air, his brakes come on. He can't move.
Truck brakes are powered by an air piston that expands to release the brakes. Without air, the brakes clamp shut.
So I gotta put a plug in it, hook an airline to it, air the whole works up, V-train it off the highway.
The damaged semi can't generate its own air pressure. So Howie runs an airline from his wrecker.
The Highways guys are getting a little antsy.
I'm gonna move it out right now.
Are you taking the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing it as fast as I can. I'm one man, one truck. It's not wanting to release. Trailer's not wanting to release.
It's now been 2 hours since the accident. And the lineup on westbound Highway 1
Come on.
is building.
Every time there's a stoppage in traffic, it's always pressure. Because there's always a cop standing there or highways guy tapping his foot, looking at his watch.
Go.
I'm waiting for air.
Air?
It's taking forever. It doesn't want to release the trailer for me. I can get the tractor to release. The trailer doesn't want to come with me.
You're not going to go anywhere for hours on one.
Up in Alberta,
Snow covered with large sections of black ice here. Copy that, thank you.
Heavy Rescue's northern crew is already on their 5th job of the night.
I was following the traffic. I looked down to pick up my can of pop. When I looked up, I was off the road.
The gravel truck was hauling a trailer with a total 50-ton load.
No, there was no harm done, no injuries, nothing. Just my pride.
Hey, Colin!
What?
Waiting for you to hurry up so we get the hell out of here. Grab 2 tow hooks and put them in the front bumper there.
Pulling on frozen cable, up and down embankments full, you know, walking through 2-3 feet of snow. It beat us up pretty good.
Adam's patience with Colin ran out 2 jobs earlier. He's taken command of Colin's wrecker.
You know, somebody boots you off your machine. It's a feeling, but, you know, Adam's the boss.
Come on.
Adam wants to pull the truck forward and up to the road. And fighting a 50-ton payload, he'll need the driver to help with some added power.
Put it in low gear, he's gonna pull you out together. Turn the wheel. Atta baby. I got hot knife through butter. Decent, Jimmy, decent.
We're gonna move on to our next one now. Babysit the tribe down to the road. Come on, boys. Let's go.
I gotta put some air in it. Got it there.
In BC, Howie's recovery is stalled. He's pumped air to the wrecked semi, but the air brakes on the trailer still won't release.
Oh, you're gonna be like that, are you?
We got the airline broke off the air pot.
The culprit is a broken fitting on one of the brakes in the center axle, letting the air escape.
You got an air pot fitting?
For which?
The fitting busted off the center axle, the far side.
Just gotta be different. It won't happen.
I did not have one that size.
The wrecks aren't going anywhere, and neither is the growing lineup of traffic.
Like a parking lot out here. Said no estimated time and we'll see.
I'll just say the least, I'm really pissed off.
Trailer's not wanting to release.
On Highway 1, Howie Irwin's recovery is going nowhere fast. Some of the air brakes on the wrecked trailer won't release until he can reattach a broken airline.
Just gotta be different.
But he doesn't have the right part.
Around.
You feel the pressure, but you have to stay focused on the job.
And it's a monster job. A truck loaded with wine flipped across Highway 1, and a semi coming the opposite way smashed right through the trailer, slicing it in half.
Can you imagine blasting through a 53-foot trailer loaded? That action is quite the mess.
Traffic's already been held up for 2 hours.
I gotta clean some of that glass out because I gotta labor it in there.
It's shards of glass everywhere. I'm worried about cutting myself because if I cut myself at a point where I need attention, everything stops. I grabbed my zip ties, identified the hose that was leaking the air, folded it over, zip tied it off.
We got the leak stopped.
Howie's quick fix will allow some of the brakes to release, but the rest are still stuck. Without compressed air to power the brakes, the only way to release them is mechanically, with a specialized bolt that reefs the brakes free.
Come on.
But it takes valuable time.
I got 2 caging bolts in here. So hopefully that should be it. Come on.
At 12:30 a.m.,
6-6, I got it mobile.
3.5 hours after getting the call, Howie gets one wreck off the road.
All right. You let traffic go.
Looks like traffic's moving here. Have they got a lane open now?
One lane is open to relieve congestion, but it's only temporary.
It's one down, another one to go.
Howie will have to wait on the rest of the recovery.
Watch it. Okay, we're gonna load the back of your truck up in a bit.
The insurance company wants the $500,000 worth of wine salvaged.
There's 15 to 20 feet of trailer there, and it's full, right from the opening to the front wall.
Watch it, Jim.
It's broken open cases, it's individual bottles, and I know what it's like playing pickup sticks. It's the same thing when you're picking up bottles. It's one piece at a time.
Cold water 10 from elk wiring. There's 2 trucks jackknifed here.
Howie's not the only solo act working BC tonight.
Close, southbound.
I'll have them untangled here in a few minutes.
Well, copy that out, thank you.
The rain hammering the valley is heavy snow high on the coke.
When I'm working on a Coquihalla corridor, it's a very dangerous place, and a lot of accidents happen as a result of a chain reaction.
I was following a semi-truck who was sliding the whole way down the hill, and then all of a sudden he jackknifed and hit the curb, came across the entire road. There was a semi-truck coming behind me. Really lucky I put it in reverse and slid out between the two of them before they slid into each other.
You're okay?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay. You're empty?
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab your ass trailer there and straighten you up. And you're okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just get you tangled up.
There's probably about 45, 50 trucks sitting there waiting already.
We want to clear this out as quickly as possible.
When the highway's closed, it's costing money, and I don't want them pointing at me.
You got winter tires on here?
The driver of the car doesn't need a tow, but Al needs her out of his way.
Very slowly. Just go ahead and you can go past that guy, and I think the road will be clear for you. Very slow. Stay up in that soft stuff, okay? Don't use your brakes. Come on. Just let it roll slow, slow, slow. Put it in the first gear. All right, I think you're on your own all the way down, but just, you know, use the fluff as your friend. Welcome to the Highway Thru Hell. I'm glad you escaped. So this guy ready to roll?
Al needs to get the two trucks out of the way fast, so he decides to teach the driver an old trick.
Just put your truck in gear and steer yourself up against the no post. Leave your trailer brakes on. Just get it going. Leave your trailer brakes on.
By locking the rear wheels on the back trailer, friction will help pull the long B train straight out of its jackknife.
Come on, up against the wall.
Saving Al from hooking up for a time-consuming tow.
Come on, keep coming. Keep coming.
If he just skids his wheels, you know his tires are going to bump into the no post, and he's going to get hung up. And as soon as he gets hung up, because he's getting hung up at the back, the momentum is two vehicles, just like a rope, it'll automatically just straighten itself out.
Okay, my friend. You're going to do that too.
With the first truck out of the way, Al decides to try it a second time.
Trailer brakes on. Just stay about that far away from the wall. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good. All right, boys, let's roll.
Al's trick has just cost him 2 paying jobs.
I'm gonna go down the other way.
But saved 45 minutes of towing time. 2 trucks down, 20 more to go.
Let's roll. One problem to the next.
When I went by, the lineup was about 5 miles long.
Down in the Fraser Valley on the number 1.
You can guarantee the road's closed there.
Traffic's at a standstill. And so is Howie's recovery.
How long do they figure until it's open again?
The highway is shut down again. So the salvage crew can pick up thousands of bottles of expensive wine.
Anything you can save it. Anything that's broken, shovel it into a garbage bin.
While he's waiting, a new problem catches Howie's attention.
Well, fuel cap's dripping. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just not screwed on tight enough. Yeah, grab a hold of it, try to twist it on further. Boosh, off it comes. I got a 3.5-inch hole, pissing diesel out all over my leg.
Oh, he's got a piece of plastic.
The fuel cap is the wrong size for the tank.
You get the cap back on, Howie?
No, I'm working on it.
The badly maintained semi continues to produce more headaches and delays.
It was more than half full and pouring out quickly.
Oh, that is a mess.
It's 2:30 a.m. in BC.
Sitting here waiting for this road to open.
Overnight freight is still backing up on Highway 1 westbound.
Hey guys, park in the back.
Stopped dead when a semi tore a trailer load of wine in half. 5 hours after he got the call, Heavy Rescue's Howie has his hands full
Cap doesn't even fit on the truck.
with a wrecked and poorly maintained semi.
Don't touch it. Even look at it.
Highways is feeling the pressure from truckers to get the road open,
I'm sitting on number 1 in that friggin' lineup.
even if that means plowing good wine into the ditch.
We're not going to keep the highway closed forever, so you got to get traffic going through your single lane.
Damn, that's quite the mess. Next question, was it good wine?
But the insurance company isn't letting up. At $40 a bottle, they want to save as much wine as possible.
And I'm stuck in the middle waiting for the stuff to be picked up. So kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place, or a closed highway and a wine bottle.
In Alberta,
This single vehicle, probably a winch up out of the ditch and tow away.
Colin's at the shop, grabbing another record.
Relentless, non-stop, go, go, go.
The crew's so busy tonight, they've had to split up.
Take her easy, make sure you get there.
Colin is sent 45 minutes north of Lac La Biche.
Okay, what do we got going on here? Everybody's okay? All right.
A truck hauling a pickup on a flatbed lost control on black ice and plowed into the ditch. The force yanked the pickup partway off the trailer.
She's right off, eh?
The angle that it's on, I need to get the truck back onto the trailer before I decide to pull it out.
It's a job that needs 2 wreckers, so Phil shows up in the army truck.
You want me to spin around and pull them out frontwards?
I'll just use the one line to pick it up, and I'll use the other line to pull it over.
It's an easy maneuver if they shut down the whole highway, but Colin's determined to keep one lane of 881 flowing. So he'll redirect and anchor one of his lines to Phil's truck to pull sideways, while his second line will do the lifting.
Guess we could do that. We just run a chain to a snatch block right there.
But keeping the traffic moving comes with risk.
It's just a 2-lane road. It's very narrow. One of the worst highways I think I've ever kind of played on. You really got to keep your eyes out for everything.
Give that a quick pull, Phil.
The guys want to get off the highway fast.
We can both get it now.
No.
It's all knotted.
But a stubborn winch line won't budge. It's 3 a.m. on the wine-soaked stretch of Highway 1 in BC.
So what are we gonna do with the highway closed?
So how long do you figure?
As soon as they're done, I'll start working on recovering it. The highways guys, it always happens too slow for them, and they want it to go quicker. You got a big wall of it going?
After 3 hours, the salvage crew finally has the wine bottles out of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my truck through here.
But the highway remains closed until Howie clears away the mangled rig. He's called in a flatbed to haul what's left of the broken trailer.
See if you can reach it through that. Just pop it down through that next hole. Plan is to disconnect the front half of the trailer from the tractor that's laying on its side. Get it out into the middle of the road somewhere where I can work with it. Just watch yourself. Keep going. There we go. Look at that. God, it's gonna work in our favor. Oh yeah.
The front piece of the trailer's free and in a good position to get it onto the flatbed.
Just put it in here because there's a gusset right here. Will it go? Oh yeah. Perfect. Fastest way to do it is hold one end of it in the air, scoop it up like a spatula,
drop it on there, pitch a couple straps, and get it moving down the road.
Keep coming! It's good!
I got a hook one.
At 4:15 a.m., the front half of the destroyed trailer heads off. The back half is out of the way on the shoulder. It can wait until tomorrow.
Been a long day, tired, cold, want to go home.
But Howie isn't going anywhere.
Where the truck crashed through the no post, below the highway along the river there, is train tracks. They're concerned that this is going to roll down there and land on the tracks.
It's a lot of money to ruin the railroad tracks or stop it. So
anything you touch with the railroad, bad. Millions and billions of dollars at stake, and you their up in your.
On Highway 881 in northern Alberta.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, watch. You got a truck coming by.
Colin's recovery job is held up by a tangled winch line.
Oh, neat. It's really bugged up on that line.
Okay, hold on.
To pull it free, he hooks up to Phil's army truck.
Back out nice and slow. Okay.
Finally, they can get back to rigging.
I need to get the truck back onto the trailer before I pull it out. So with my one line, I'm gonna lift it up. My second line, I'm gonna slide it over. We'll get it back on the deck, we'll get it secured.
Skating rink, and watch yourselves.
The biggest risk is the traffic coming in behind us. Okay. Good, good. Brakes are on, everything?
Brakes are on.
Playtime. Okay, watch Phil, Phil. Phil, can you just go see what it's doing on that other side?
Whoa, whoa, hold it, hold it. Drop it down, Colin. You're gonna tear the sidewall out of the tire.
Ah, we should be all right. Another little bump, just keep an eye on it, coming up slow.
Okay, you're almost onto the trailer.
Okay.
Okay, little more, little more. There you go.
Okay, you guys want to go down to my D-ring, right underneath of the trailer axles? We're just gonna give him a little tug here, see if we can't get this guy out. Get him to give it some gas.
Okay, give it a little bit. Gently, gently, gently. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, have him hang on, Phil. Hold, hold. Okay, hold it there. Okay. I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to be a little wiser. I'm gonna go. Okay.
Highway 1 West is still closed.
Down in BC, Howie Irwin's night is far from over.
It's going to be a couple more hours before they open that up.
It's been 6 hours since the wreck happened. Howie needs to clear the flipped tractor that's hanging over the no post.
I don't know which way to pull on it.
But it's on its side and perched on the edge of a steep embankment directly above an active rail line.
They're concerned that this is going to roll down there and land on the tracks. You shut down a train track, and you're screwing with the country's economy.
It's the perfect job for the rotator, which could lift the wreck straight up and back onto the road. But after weeks with no work, the rotator shipped out less than 24 hours ago for a big money job in Alberta. Howie has to flop the tractor on its wheels, but he's worried about the full fuel tank.
When you have concrete poking up everywhere, where do you drop it? Despite the risk, it's got to get rolled over.
Ready? No.
that accident cleaned up? No, they're still cleaning up.
Howie Irwin is trying to clear a damaged tractor off of Highway 1.
I don't know which way to pull on it.
But without the lifting power of Jamie's rotator, he has to flip it onto its wheels.
Well, you gotta make it fit in there without puncturing the full fuel tank.
Ready?
I didn't have any room to maneuver. And it was just coming down wherever it landed. It was close. I was happy. I was so happy. You couldn't believe how happy I was.
But the job's not done yet. Now he's got to get the tractor back on the road.
I need to be able to lift all that up and skid it along on its front frame horns, set it down.
With traffic still backing up, Howie does a quick rig to the frame to save time. If it holds, he can finally open the road.
No. Kind of grabbed a hold of it where I shouldn't have. And the bolts didn't hold and pieces went flying.
Well, it wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but... Well, the chains held, the cross member didn't. Broke all the bolts off.
That's my own fault. I should have known better than to grab it just by the back end like that. Took the chains that were attached to it, just grabbed it by the next piece up that's solid and keep going. I really want to get the road open. I'm hoping the chains hold this time.
Anybody know when the smasher's right?
Coldwater 11 from Elk
Up near the summit of the Coke,
Yeah, 10-4, copy that.
Al Quiring's finally cleared the smasher.
Well, let's go find something else to do. And I'm in the thick of it. Holy crap, I can't stop. I just up in the brake check here, just making sure everything's okay on the hill.
It doesn't take long before Al's called back into duty,
Thought we were gonna make a clean break.
rescuing a stuck plow. In a storm this bad, highways can't afford to lose any of their equipment for even a few minutes.
Just throw her in gear and drive forward a little bit. Go forward. Come on, go forward. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. You're driving away with my tow truck attached. All up to you, Ronnie.
With the plow on the move, Al's marathon night has finally come to an end.
Shut her down. It's time to go. Curiosity, wondering what's going to happen next, I think, is the biggest thing that brings me back every day.
Trailer's cut right in half. That's what I heard. Not a good thing to happen.
Down in the Fraser Valley, Howie's re-rigged to the wrecked tractor. If he can pull it off the no post, he can get traffic moving again.
Did that work?
Yeah. I'd take this as a win.
At 6 a.m., almost 9 hours after he was called out, Howie's cleared the biggest wreck of the year, solo with just one truck.
He's got big shoulders. He carried the weight here. He was a warrior. And I'm proud of him.
It always feels good when you accomplish something. You know you're right at the outer limits of your abilities.
Are they opening in a westbound lane? Looks like traffic's moving here.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Good to go.
Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down.
Heavy Rescue's toughest oil patch wreck
Hold it.
puts the rotator to the test.
Hey.
You don't get a job just because you're Sonny Boy, right?
The rookie fights to join the A-team.
It's either you do or you don't. I have to do.
And back in BC,
somewhere in there, there's a physics lesson.
A monster wreck overwhelms
Keep going.
the man and machines left behind.
I don't want it to hit you.
Keep going.